everyone, it's Victoria Herman here from Relocating to the Gold Coast, and today I have the pleasure of coming into the home of the beautiful Maria. Maria has a business called Empowered Counselling.
Yes.
And today we're at her beautiful home in Gilston.
Yes.
So Maria, I'd really love you to share with the viewers my burning question that I ask everyone on the show.
Yeah.
Why you live on the Gold Coast?
Well, we've been here on the Gold Coast nearly 2 years in April.
Fantastic.
Yes, and when we moved here from Darwin, we had no idea where Gilston was. We knew Nerang.
Yes.
We knew Mudgeeraba.
Okay.
And we didn't know much in between.
And here it is, the beautiful Gilston.
Here it is. And we love it here because it is literally smack bang in the middle of the Gold Coast. It's an hour from Brisbane in the city centre.
Okay, yes.
It's an hour from Byron Bay, which we love, and we love all that area.
Yes.
And it's also about 20 minutes from anywhere on the Gold Coast, except maybe Coolangatta. So we love it here. I was in my first trimester when we decided to move.
Bun in the oven.
Bun in the oven.
Wow.
We arrived here at the start of my second because
Yes.
I just had enough energy to do that.
Okay.
And and got my daughter into childcare straight away up the road, and life started.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
So the Gold Coast, not only were you pregnant, but I know that you were empowered to start your own business.
Yes.
So I think we've discussed about why you live here.
Yes.
So how do you live here?
So, well, I love the coffee scene. I have to be honest. My husband's very into
Coffee shops.
Coffee shops. I love what's happened at Robina with the kitchen.
Oh yes, me too.
I love what's happened at Pacific Fair.
Yes.
I love going to all the coffee shops and finding the new ones, and it's probably my favourite pastime. Good coffee. And really, the Gold Coast has upped the game in that area.
True, yes.
There is really, really good coffee here.
Well, I know La Vintage is just around the corner, and I did an interview with Nick and Joel the other day, and that was fantastic. So you've got great coffee just around there.
Yes, and there's more in Nerang as well. So I kind of go between all of them because they're so close to home.
Well, I think that might be your little slice of heaven, the little coffee shops with the children all working. You can work in coffee shops these days.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
So the other great thing that I take from what you're saying is that you not only started your own business here and settled your family here, but what's the reason you're sort of at Gilston in between Byron and Brisbane? What do you love so much about Byron and being central to Brisbane?
Well, you can go and do things in the city. My husband and I met in Brisbane, so we still have a lot of connections there, and we love the beach scene, and I really love the hinterlands of New South Wales around there, and
like Bangalore
and
Mullumbimby, beautiful,
and we have a Mullumbimby story in our family because
do tell.
Oh well, we love Woodford Folk Festival.
Okay.
Yeah, and we loved
musician.
Yes, and we loved the food from Yemen that we tried there a few years ago, and we haven't been able to find it since. In fact, my husband every now and then for the last how many years has said, I've never saw that Yemenese food. I really miss that Yemenese food. And we arrive in Mullumbimby, and what's in front of us?
Fantastic.
A Yemenese, and it was there.
Food truck or something.
No, it was the restaurant.
Oh, fantastic. I don't know about them. Or maybe I can interview them at another time. That sounds very interesting.
On the other side, yeah.
So to do with Mullumbimby, for example, I love going to the Crystal Castle.
I love it.
So maybe we can take all our kids down there. I do follow Maria's blogs and articles, and a really great article that you just wrote and I shared is about Married at First Sight, and how one of the girls on the show was made to be the bad guy when really they were equally,
betrayed.
Yes. So
then this
tell
is
me more about that.
Our very own Gold Coast girl as well.
Yes.
And I felt really bad for Cheryl because she went through and experienced something that women go through all the time, and that's she was stereotyped as a femme fatale. And I truly believe that there's more than just our own stories that we have to contend with in life as women. We also have to carry
the layers from society,
the
and
feminine story from generations, like
the Scarlet Woman,
or even things like a woman's work is never done.
True, yes.
I did a
and
webinar
had to prove herself.
Absolutely, I did a webinar on that because we've been set up to fail. In order to achieve, we need to get things done. So if a woman's work is never done, then we just feel like failures all the time.
Well, Cheryl, if you're out there, we want you to know we support you.
We've got your back.
The other Gold Coast women out there really feel for you, and so I love that how it intertwines with your business and empowering women. And we don't have to feel that we have to get it right all the time.
Absolutely.
We can have stories, or people can have a past that what is so colourful and creates better people.
I mentioned I've got a husband who's FIFO, he flies in and out, he's here some of the time. And at the end of the day, I just say to myself, I've done all I can. It's okay. Whatever's done is done. What's not can be done tomorrow.
And you can never be perfect.
In fact, perfection is nothing I ever aim for.
Well, that's a good message to all the viewers out there, because our video is not perfect. You can hear the kids in the background.
Yes.
But that's what I love. It's about real people on the Gold Coast, how we live, what we do, and we're peeling back the layers to expose real people.
Yeah.
So thank you again for joining me.
And can I just say one more thing about the beach and the Gold Coast?
Yes.
Is that I'd love to see more full-figured women having the confidence to get out into the beach and really experience life here. Sometimes you go to the beaches and it can seem very, body image conscious. And if we're not out there and we're not having fun, then we're not participating in all the beauties of the Gold Coast, and you're depriving yourself, your family, from doing wonderful things together.
Yes, so that's a bit like me every Sunday at Currumbin. I let it all hang out and I love it, and nobody judges me. And you actually go home at the end of the day feeling better in yourself.
Absolutely.
You have a better night's sleep, and the whole thing is about just give it a shot. Absolutely. Well, thanks again, Maria.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate your insight into not only some relevant topics like Married at First Sight at the moment, but just about women generally on the Gold Coast that are beautiful like you.
And you.
And really add to the flavour of why and how we live here.
That's right. And I love the women I've met here. Incredible women like yourself. And sensational, intelligent, inspiring, entrepreneurial. Goodness me, what can I say?
Well, the Gold Coast has got it all.
Yeah.
So, and I'll be meeting some more beautiful people like you. So thanks again.
Thank you. Thank
you, Gold Coast.
Bye, everyone.